Hey guys, listen, as human beings, we really have to take actions or take full responsibilities and be held accountable for everything that we do. Something that we've all been guilty of in some way. I think especially as an adult, we've always had a guilty action of pointing the finger or blaming someone or saying, you know what, this person is a bad influence on my life. And in some way, a friend, a family, whoever, okay, we've all said, okay, well, I need to stop hanging around it. And social media has really like promoted that heavy, like as far as like it's okay to demise with family. Don't get it twisted, okay? Everyone has their reasons, their differences, from bloodline to friendship to business to demise and get away from people, or to stop dealing with people, or to stop talking to people, to stop texting, stop hanging out with. True. Just like I say, things are seasonal, okay? Nothing is permanent but bloodline, okay? But even that, yeah, if they, God give you the certain signs, you have to move on. Your life is your life, okay? You only get one life at that. But thing is that whenever we hang out with people and we feel betrayed, we get our heart broken, or we just feel as if things didn't go through as planned or what we expected, or God just give us a sign, hey, they're not who you thought there was. Hey, they're not who you thought they were, okay? And we always, in the look back and say, you know what, there was a bad influence. There was the reason why I was doing drugs. There was the reason I was hanging out and not spending time with my family, because they always had me going out, or they always had me here and there. They was always calling me, and I felt bad because I owed them so many favors. People, listen, okay? At the end of the day, let me tell you something. Everything is a choice. That's one thing I love about worshiping God, okay? I am not perfect, and I am not Christian. Definitely not. But I am not perfect, but I am a man of God, period. Okay? But the thing is that God give us choices, people. Don't you know before you do something, anything in this world, okay, that you thought of, that you've done, okay? Anything in this world that you've done, any action that you take, every step that you take, okay? Every action, every bone that you move, every muscle that you move, don't you know you was thinking about doing that before you did it? Okay? Think about that, guys. That is the truth. Everything that you do, every action that you take, you was thinking about doing it before you did it. Okay? Thinking about it gave you a choice before you ate that, before you picked that up, before you looked at that, before you had sex, before you talk to a person, okay? Before you take a job, before you walk into a building, okay? Before you approach someone, before you take a trip, before you get in your car, before you go see someone, before you pick up your children, before you tell your children that you love them, anyone that you love them, before you call someone, you think about it. It's on your mind. You know what? I got to do this. Like that. It's an instant. God gives us intelligence. Everyone is born with an intelligence. Everyone, that's why I say, and people think I bash the gay agenda, but that's why I say, gay, to be gay, that is a choice. You had a thought. No matter what happened to you, I'm not saying, screw what happened to you, but I'm just saying, okay, let's be wise, let's be human, let's be intelligent, let's be mature like we were born to be, okay? You thought about it. It was a thought before you did it, before you stole, okay? Before you lied, before you cheated, okay? Before you betrayed it, before you killed, you understand? Before you bullied. Think about this, people, okay? Before you told God, if you get me out of this situation, I'll never do that again. Think about that. We're human, okay? God knows this. This is why Jesus is so wonderful. Not just because it's the last days, or, because things are looking so crazy and, satanic and demonic and just so much chaos, but yeah, truthfully, we had a choice, guys. Just know that. God knows that. So when it's your time to come and you get to those gates, just know that's the first thing you are going to hear from God. You had a choice. Before you did that, you thought about that. Before you took that, you had a choice. You had a thought. So just know that, guys. Before you do anything, you had a chance to think. You can't say, oh, they made me do the, oh, they provoked me. All these words are just so Americanized. And it's true. But at the end of the day, you had a choice. Your parents always asked you as a kid, whenever you did something bad and you say, oh, well, such and such did it. And your parents say, if such and such was to jump off a bridge, would you do it? If such and such was a kill somebody, would you do it? Okay? And that's what I tell people also, as far as staying loyal, as far as with race or gender or sexuality. Okay? You know, like people like Kanye West and Ice Cube, y'all down these brothers talking about, oh, y'all was dealing with Trump, or oh, y'all going with the Republics and all this other stuff, y'all dealing with the white folks, but that's their whoever you have a problem with, that's on you. Okay? As long as you don't disrespect or betray or do anything to my bloodline. Okay? And even with that, if I fall out with my blood, it is what it is. Like I said, your life is your life and you have a choice. But if you deal with somebody, you cool with somebody, and just because your platform or your brand or your business or whatever don't like gays, don't like blacks, don't like Mexicans, don't like whites, don't like children, don't like people of autisms, don't like drug addicts or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice to choose that business or to say, hey, you know what? They may represent this. Hey, they may sell drugs, but you know what? They looked out for me and my family when I didn't have. Or you know what? They had saved my life. Or you know what? They had put in a word for me at this job, and that's how I got hired. And you know what? They had gave me food, or you know, whatever. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. But y'all have a choice. Before you do anything, you was thinking about it. And you had a chance to say, you know what, I'm not going to do it. Or you know what, I'm not going to deal with it. You know what, I'm not going to smoke that. You know what, I'm not going to call him. You know what, I'm going to just call him back tomorrow. Or you know what, I'm not going to cheat on him. Or you know what, I think I love my wife. Shout out to Chris Rock. But real shit, you know what it was, oh man. Rizzo the hero. Later, peace. Make the choices. Make the right freaking choices. Later, peace.